Kevin McAllister from Home Alone grows up to be John Kramer from Saw. Before I get into one of my favourite fan theories ever, my name's Amelia. Hello, and I'm obsessed with everything horror. If you are as well, do not forget to press the follow button. So the topic of fan theories have always been a bit like, some people like them, some people don't. I just find this one so wholesome and hilarious. So one of the first bits of evidence that connects this whole thing together is the furnace scene that happens in Home Alone 1, if you remember this furnace up here. So to refresh your mind about the furnace, or if you haven't seen it, basically Kevin is really scared of the furnace that's downstairs in his basement, and he goes downstairs to put some washing on. Good kid. When he goes downstairs to do the laundry, he's so scared of the furnace. When he looks at it, he sees it turning on, and he also envisions it saying, "Hello, Kevin." So in Saw number 2, there's actually a trap that's all centered around a furnace. Basically, you had to go inside and grab some syringes at the top. So what the fan theory says is that the whole use of the furnace is actually Kevin drawing on his childhood fears and experiences and then making them into traps when he's older, when he's actually John Kramer. Potentially putting them up against something that he feared so much as a child, a furnace. To be fair, that's not so much of a stretch to think that Jigsaw would use things from his childhood in his adolescence to make his traps. The fan theory then goes into the similarities that they both have in their personalities. I used to love everything that the Wet Bandits went through in this film. So the fan theory then talks about how Kevin would get so excited and elated and happy when one of his traps worked and got the Wet Bandits in Home Alone. And also how much he loved inflicting pain on people. Like, this scene is so funny. But could this be the start of something more in his adolescence? The biggest thing, like you can imagine, is the use of traps in both of these films. I mean, if you were skilled enough as a kid to come up with traps like this that actually went through and worked, it's not unbelievable to think as an adult you'll be able to develop things like this. So how can all this even happen? The theory says that basically Kevin loves New York so much that he ends up moving out to New York when he gets a little bit older, because obviously in the film he gets neglected by his parents and family twice. So all of that stuff that happens in his childhood results in him taking his life into his own hands and really enjoying making those traps and then developing and turning into Jigsaw and making people really, really appreciate their life. This is the coolest thing about this whole theory. So above is a quote from James Wan, and he basically said, "It's amazing, I should have known that Macaulay Culkin would have grown up to be John Kramer," and you can read the rest. So great. This is such a quick and brief look into this fan theory because it goes so deeper than this. So have you heard about this? I think it's quite well known, but I haven't seen anyone covering it on TikTok. So let me know what you think if this is the first time hearing this, and don't forget to follow for more spooky stuff.